credit for that goes to Travis Stoutmore. Along that long list of accreditations goes to Travis Stoutmore. Thank you very, very much. Okay, well, phenomenal group. We've been pumped up for 2 weeks, counting down the days as many of you as you have. We'll give you a little bit of background on Hailey and what she's been through and our experience at Riley. But there's a few things I want you to be aware of. Now, with every Riley story you hear, there are hundreds of thousands of more that you don't. Riley treats patients on a daily basis that affects millions of people, and they come from all over the world. Everyone there is just phenomenal, and I couldn't possibly say enough great things about them.
Sorry.
If you pick up my southern accent, we're originally from Tennessee, those of you that don't know us. And we relocated here to Indiana 3 months before she was diagnosed with leukemia. It was the day before starting first grade, and we took her into the hospital, and they said she either has mono or leukemia. Now, you've never seen a father pulling for mono for his daughter so bad in his life. But that was the two options they gave us. So she was diagnosed with leukemia at Riley at the age of 6, the day before starting first grade, and she went through 2 years and 3 months of everyday chemo. That was 810 rounds of oral chemo, and then a port in her chest that she took chemo once a week to that. And then every 3 months she got a spinal tap and chemo to the spine. Now, to give you a little bit of an idea of how incredible a place Riley is, on the days that we went for outpatient treatment, we were in and out of the hospital an hour and a half. On the days that she got a spinal tap, we were in there 3.5 hours. On the way to the Riley visits, she would want to know, do I get spinal today? Yeah, you do. Great. Like, looking at her like she's crazy, but she loved the doctors and nurses at Riley so much that she was willing to go through the tougher procedures just to be able to spend more time with them. Now, I know you have some friends, roommates, elementary school friends that you came all the way up with, but I doubt there's any here that you would take a spinal tap for just to hang out with. Riley is that kind of place. Now, there's many, many stories I can tell you about the phenomenal times that one individual at Riley made a difference in our lives. One of the key things I want you to know about Riley is they not only minister to her sickness, but they minister to our family. Because they're not just there to treat illness. Everyone there at Riley is there because it's a passion they can't get away from. It's something they have to be a part of. There's some of you here tonight that couldn't walk away from Dance Marathon. If you moved out of state, you would have to come back. There's nothing that can keep you away from it. It's something that's passionate about it that drives you. That's what happens every day at Riley. Now, there's one in particular day that touched my life and changed me and has put us where we are here today. It was right in the middle of her treatment, and she had taken so much chemo that she developed ulcerated sores throughout her entire mouth, digestive tract, all the way out to the point where it hurt to swallow water. They had her hooked up on an IV for fluids, but she was still hungry and couldn't get any food, couldn't eat anything. I was driving all over town trying to find a white cheese dip so she could just dip tortillas in it and just to eat the cheese. She was on a morphine drip every 15 minutes, plus a button she could hit every 15 minutes. Plus, they were pumping her full of Ativan straight into the IV line because I'm freaking out because she's in so much pain. At 6 years old, there's something that's still very innocent within a child. And if you've ever held a little baby and the baby's just so cute and they just fall asleep in your arms and you're like, all of a sudden you feel so good, you're like, they are safe, the baby's safe, and they're taking care of the baby, and isn't that special? Well, it's because that child feels safe. At 6 years old, they still have that. And here she was on a morphine drip, ulcerated sores through her body. squeezing my hand till my fingertips turn blue because she's still in so much pain she can't hardly open her eyes. But when she opens them, she's looking at me like, why can't I fix it? She was looking at me like, why can't I take the pain away? Why can't I make it stop? Before, when she fell, you know, Daddy could kiss the scraped knee, and it made it better. But this time I couldn't do anything. She just sat there and kept squeezing my hand, giving me that look like I was a failure. I couldn't fix this problem. At that point, I prayed every prayer that I could ever think of. I was willing to give up everything I have, everything I own, and everything I ever hoped to be. I would have traded places in a second just to stop that pain for a few minutes. A knock comes on the door. I have my back to the door, and it's some bright-eyed, bubbly nurse, just cheerful as she can be. Hey, got a little toy here for Hailey. What do you think she would like, a craft? I'm devastated, tears in my eyes, praying every prayer. I'm turning around, I probably gave her a look like, you know, bad. I'm glad I didn't say anything. Luckily, Hailey did. I could feel the blood come back to the tip of my fingers a little bit as she loosened up and she said, what is it? And the nurse said, what's this little purse that you can decorate all on your own, any way you want? And she paused and she said, I would like that, Daddy. I stepped to the side and the nurse handed her the little purse. And for 10 to 15 minutes, she worked on that purse and she forgot about the pain for a little while. And I realized right then that she did something that moments ago I would have given my life for. Now, nurses don't learn those things in school. They do it out of passion. She took the pain away with a $2 purse that I would have paid $1 billion for. I'd give anything for that. That's why I'm here tonight. They not only saved my daughter's life, they healed her of cancer, but they ministered to our family. With people like that and passion like that, they couldn't do it if you weren't here to support them. They couldn't do it if somebody wasn't there to help raise these funds. So the next child that comes along that doesn't have a good chance can make it. I don't know what you thought you were getting yourselves into this weekend, but this is what it is. It's a life-changing event. It's phenomenal. You'll never be the same. And we're blessed by every one of you. Thank you so very much from the bottom of our hearts for what you're doing.
I just want to say something real quick. You can move this. You know how people say everything happens for a reason, and you seem like every time something bad happens, you realize, what's the meaning for this? What's going to come out of this? Well, I say my cancer, the meaning of it was to meet all you wonderful people who raise money and save kids' lives just like mine.